It is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Rebin's Toll, but there is so much to be done, and in so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Rebin's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing, and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters, Antecedent. Really, Alphino, if I need concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps? I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am, nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll? It is an honor, Antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphino, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We shall be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does. Madam, unless I am much mistaken, you are the one known as Sophie, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance? Slaffborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still would survive. You shall always be welcomed at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Well, well, it would seem your reputation precedes you, Sophie. Mayhaps I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have traveled so far, and there is already so much you have done for us, and for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. Ah, Sophie, were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alphino has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us. You're here. Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. And? Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many demands. From the waking sands to the rising stones. Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Reborn included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise, Antecedent? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. I don't even think it's possibly, I think it's definitely the worst kept secret. The bad guys infiltrated our base and killed a bunch of us. Yeah, I think everybody knows we're here. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in doing so, I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and once to all. Kind of like Spider-Man, everybody gets just one. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire? To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to meet them, as we have time and time again, united as one. There must be some way I can... Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Flamin to teach me the basics of mining too. I'm trying to remember if all of this was one patch or two. Do you ever wonder how he does it, Alphino? I mean, it was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slackborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road and represent us well, Sophie. So you don't have to do quite as much as you used to. I was told to expect a Scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long, Sophie. You have something for me, yes? Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? Would that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just have to give you the work of a dozen men. Ha ha! I jest. Back to the work of a dozen men, I see. Ha, but I jest. Even I can appreciate that an important woman such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you be keen on having a look around the Scion's new home? See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortune to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it'll be as good a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. Is that you, Sophie? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have the most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste. Is everything quite alright, friend? I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear this is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries, you can rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pray, return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. See, this is another place where they took a bunch of stuff out. Because I'm almost positive that while he jokes about making us do the work of 10 people, he then also gives us like 5 quests to go fetch and kill things, and like, we need to go kill some snakes over here, and we need to go get some ore over here, we need to go fight the leftover soldiers at the castrum over there. So yeah, just one of those things. A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to this conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixal have summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now, go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Sophie. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianger says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. Though I had hoped the Mughals guard beyond such follies. Suffice it to say, the disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Hiliux. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray, hasten to Gridania, Sophie. Ida and Papalima will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. A pleasure to see you as always, Sophie. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Yes, explanations are usually a good thing. Not long ago, the Mughal Kupo Cop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Mughal kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. Hey, whoever's over there behind me zapping stuff, stop it. I'm trying to read. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Mughals. The rest you should hear from Kupo Cop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer at the Lotus Stand. Hey, you all stop it. Stop it. So rude. I'm over here trying to record, trying to read. You're just zapping stuff all over the place. The other scions have already arrived, madam. May I show you in? You know, I'm not sure if I've actually ever come to the Lotus Stand during the daytime yet. It's really pretty at night, though, with all the, like, light bugs and stuff around. It's really cool. Please, you have to stop them, but you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order. Yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kupo Clop. Can you not see that she hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray, forgive his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful am I that you have come, Sophie, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplo Cop has brought to us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Moogle Mog the 12th has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Kuplo here will have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Moogles served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. So, good King Moogle Mog the 12th, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Moogles should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down, but good King Moogle Mog the 12th, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Moogles came to this land, Kupo. All of us except good King Moogle Mog the 12th, may his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Moogle kind might at last know peace. There's not a rock or something you could just tie the rope to? I mean, it seems kind of silly. Except that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand. That being the reason you contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied that rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea? The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Moogle Mog the 12th is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Moogles with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard, and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take so drastic a measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought unto the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by heroics of a chosen few. To you, who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, the latest period of peace will doubtlessly seem like a welcomed respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Moogles Guard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes come what may. I assure you, the Moogle's Guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders. But ever since the return of good King Moogelmog XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they've started to get a little carried away, Kupo. Verging on a lot, in fact. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that his entity is influencing the Moogles in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he possesses a threat not only to the Moogle kind, poses a threat not only to Moogle kind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Sophie, confront good King Moogelmog XII, blessed be his name and hallowed upon the ground of which he hovers, and drive him from our... I added that one, that was just for fun. I couldn't resist. And drive him from our midst. Humbly, I do thank you. The sanctuary by the Moogle's Guard and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Brother Isumiyan of the Conjurer's Guild will doubtlessly be able to offer insights on how they might be dispelled. Pray, seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. Welcome, Sophie, welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Moogelmog XII is a great comfort, to me and to the elementals both. As I am sure you know, the Moogles are not, by their nature, a warlike race. Yet, should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly, before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary, and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. You have selected Regicide. Nice. The wards barring access to the King's Sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones. The selfsame method employed 5 years ago, when first the King was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the Guardians who then held the keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kuplokop confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Moogle's Guard themselves. Yet, wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the King's Sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so, and dare not labor any longer, for fear that the Moogles might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kupokop's keystone, Sophie. Pray, go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at West Shore Pier. Impress upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield. So, you sent me to talk to him just to find out that I need to go talk to the Moogle. Okay, sure, whatever. Still easier than it used to be.